Have you ever felt like budgeting is just a math homework? It's just math homework for adults. What it doesn't have to be is complicated. And I will show you a super simple way to manage your money without spreadsheets or stress. Hi, my name is Kathy, and I am super passionate about women and empowerment, financial empowerment, I should say. I was a young parent and homeowner when I first started learning about the stock market, and that's only because I worked at a financial printing company. I'll get more into that, but let's talk about this budgeting and a super simple way to do it. Budgeting feels overwhelming, and I know people think that a budget is restrictive. But that's just because you don't have a plan for your money. And most budgets fail because it's too complicated. I know, because I downloaded a lot of budgets, a lot of spreadsheets. I tried to make spreadsheets. It just didn't work for me. So let's get into the 3-bucket budget. And I'm going to explain it. The first bucket we're going to need is our needs bucket. We want to keep the lights on. So in this bucket, we are going to pay our rent, our mortgage, our utilities, the food, and transportation. We're going to put 50 to 60% of our income in this bucket. We're going to focus on covering our essentials, and we're not going to have any guilt. So our next budget is our wants. We're going to call it Enjoy a Life Guilt-Free Bucket. This bucket is going to be 20 to 30% of our income. Inside the bucket, we are going to have our fun money. We're going to have our dining out, our Netflix, our hobbies. You might like sewing. I like swimming. You are going to configure this bucket the way you want it. But it's going to be 20 to 30% of your income. And this bucket is we're actually prioritizing what makes us happy. Our next bucket is going to be our safety net bucket. We're going to put 10 to 20% of our income in there for the future. Meaning, we're going to put money for our savings, money for our debt payoff, and money for our investments. In this bucket, we are going to automate. That's the trick. Automate. We are not going to leave it up to our memory. We are not going to wait till we get that extra check. We are not going to wait till we get the bonus. We are going to automate this. Automate. I want to recap. Our first bucket is our keep the lights on bucket. It's 50 to 60% of our income. And we're not going to have guilt. We are going to cover the essentials first. Our next bucket is our wants. We are going to enjoy guilt-free the things we have in this bucket. And it's going to be 20 to 30% of our income. The next third bucket is going to be a safety net. We are put money aside for our future. Savings, debt payoff, investment. And we are not going to leave it up to memory. We are going to automate this one. And I'm going to say it again, or to automate. So, just some hacks so that we could stick to this budget. We are going to pay ourselves first. That's because we set it up to automate the transfers. We are going to wait 24 hours before we buy anything. We are impulsive. We have the trigger finger. We are ready to hit send on in Amazon because we have Amazon Prime. We are going to wait 24 hours. That's you. That's me. When I say we, that's us. We are going to wait 24 hours before we buy anything, ladies. We're going to think about it. Do we really need this? Can it wait? We are going to squash these impulse buys because it will a lot of times wreck our budget. And if you don't like budget, we could call it the money plan. Another hack is we're going to separate these accounts we have. We're going to separate the spending from our bills. That's a good way that we are not going to spend our bill money on these impulse buys, because we're not perfect. I know that some of these buys will sneak through. So we are going to separate these accounts so that we don't accidentally pay or buy something and use our bill money. So we've recapped. I've given you hacks, and I just want you to know that budgeting doesn't have to be scary. Please try the 3-bucket budget and let me know how it works. Let me know if it helped you. Make sure to hit like and hit subscribe for more money tips. And I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye for now.